If those who are actors, especially the federal government and the oil companies, if they are sincere, the Niger Delta problem is it's just a minor problem. It's not as big as the whole world sees it. It's a very small thing to solve, but the oil companies and the federal government are not interested. They believe that the only way to solve the problem is to intimidate the people and suppress them further. With that, the people will panic and give up and allow them to loot the environment. But unfortunately, God Almighty decided to raise a generation, my own generation, that will continue to insist and resist, like what the blacks in South Africa did. And that enabled them to dismantle apartheid. And we are taking that line of the ANC, the African National Congress, to insist that we must live like any other human being. We are not troublemakers. We are peaceful people. If you go to my community or any community in Ijoland, you will see grown-up man. That is even my own senior. He bear the name Shell. Another woman name is Chevron. Another woman name is Ajib. A grown-up man name, a man that is more than 50 years, his name is Shell and his name is Moby. Why? When our people, when the oil companies first came to our own area, our people saw them as saviors. So our people say oil companies that will come and also exploit oil and change our environment like Saudi Arabia, change our environment like Dubai. Oh, I give birth to my daughter the day Chevron came to our own area. This my daughter name is Chevron. Today grown-up woman bear Chevron Akbolade. She bear Shell Borikri. Another man bear Ajib Okolboro. Now, because of the hatred of these oil companies, the way we have seen their wickedness, we now decree that anybody that bear name Shell, Chevron, Ajib, or Texaco will be, in fact, will be expelled from the community. Because Shell, Chevron, Ajib, Texaco, they represent darkness, evil. What we are seeing, what they do in Libya, what they do in Saudi Arabia, what they do in Dubai, they don't do it in our area. Because they have African leaders who just felt that, don't worry, just go and do whatever you like, bring the money. If they do anything, we send the military to them. Today, the job people are countering them with military power. They say we are militants. They say we are suicide bombers. We are not suicide bombers. That is the unfortunate situation. I told you that our children, we call our children names. Shell, Chevron, Ajib. That is to tell you how we love these oil companies, how we accommodated them, how we encourage them to come to our communities. For somebody to use his own child name after oil companies that came to their area, I don't think there is any other area of acceptance that you can express to your neighbors. If you can use your own child, the name of your child, you call it after oil companies that come to do business in your area. The oil companies are powerful institutions, especially Shell. If they want to influence the federal government, if they tell the federal government, look, federal government, we have been with these people. What we are paying you as tax, you are not reflecting it in the life of these people. And these people are endangering our life. So if you are not ready to do what they want, we will not work. Federal government, we obey. Federal government, we follow what Shell wants them to do. Chevron, we do. If Chevron and all the other oil companies come as a group and say, look, the people actually are living like animals. We pollute their water. As we pollute their water, they drink from that river water. They urinate. The pollution, they take from that pollution. Where is water system for them? All what we are paying you, you are using it to develop other areas. They have no food because we have killed their fishes. We have destroyed their farmland. Where is their farming and where is their fishing? Now, where is the alternative to the fishing and farming that we have destroyed? You are not providing that. And these people, in the next 10, 20 years, the children that are growing in this type of environment will become deadly and will become dangerous. So if you are not doing what these people can use as an alternative to what we have destroyed, we will suspend work unless you do what the people want. These oil companies are not doing that. You see them on television, we go to the presidency, and the president of the Federal Republic will tell them, don't worry, we are going to deal with them. Security is ensured. 200 million battalion, go and deal with the situation. Air Force, go out with jet fighters. If we are folded at hand the way they kill Kensarua, the way they, after hanging Kensarua, they pour acid on him. We decided that since they hung Kensarua, who was using only leaflets, only pamphlets to express is anger. Because this man was using only pamphlet to kill him, we are now coming with God. They say we are militant. We are coming with dynamites. We are now we also now want to acquire what you are using against us. We now use it against you. Then now say, okay, don't mind them. They don't want development because they are militants. The oil companies in Nigeria, especially in Africa, are influential enough to tell the federal government, we have seen all the nakedness in that area. There is no more fishing and farming. And if you will not do this, based on developmental plans, I tell you, the federal government will listen to them. If the oil companies decide to go on strike, say, for we as human beings, we are seeing people living like animals. People who provide the money you are using to develop the whole country, the most populous country in Black Africa, Nigeria, yet those people live like animals. We will suspend operation until you do this and that at this point in time. I tell you, our situation will not be like this. We will not get to this mad level as far as the crisis is concerned. So we are still blaming them because they are influential. The way they operate in Libya, we expected them to do that in Nigeria. If Nigerian leaders are too wicked, they also know how to twist them to make sure that they have human face. What they do in Dubai, what they do in Saudi Arabia, if they apply that in Nigeria and the Nigerian people, leaders are giving them contrary view, they will tell them, this is how we operate. People who have wealth, the people live like animals. It is not obtainable in America. It's not possible in Canada. It's not possible in the United Kingdom. If we are seeing people living like animals, yet their wealth will take care of your presidency, we will not operate. Why don't they have that spirit? They sympathize with the federal government to harm us, believing that harming us will make us to mellow down and accept to be slaves in our own society. That is what we are resisting. So those who are saying that they are only paying tax, they are doing this and that, I don't think they are fair to their conscience, because they know seriously that if the people who are living in a particular area, you cannot evacuate us. If it is people that you can evacuate now, and after evacuating them, you now also have to use gas, like what Saddam used in the northern Iraq. You have to use gas to kill all the people after evacuating them from that environment. That's when you can peacefully operate in that area. Without that, even the children that are in the womb in Ijoland are more deadly. They are coming. If this matter is not solved, their own situation will be worse.
So from the way you sound, you seem to be in support of the current militant activity that is taking place in the Niger Delta. Do you support the activities of the movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta? Call themselves MEND.
If they are not there, you will not hear of the Niger Delta crisis. Since 1970, since 1958, when oil was first, commercial oil was found in Olebri, today, it's just about 6 years we are hearing of Niger Delta crisis. It's not more than 10 years now we are hearing of Niger Delta crisis. Yeah, the Niger Delta people are living like animals. You create local government, you will not create local government for them. You create local government in other areas so that their oil wealth will be used to share in the name of oil, local government for other areas. Even places that are no houses, an environment that contains maybe 2 or 3 houses, in a local government we have only 2 or 3 houses in this country. And the same amount of money you allocate to Ikeja local government or Brutu local government, you give it to an area where you have only 2 houses in the name of sharing local government fund from the federal allocation. So if it is not because of what is happening in the Niger Delta, where the Niger Delta people, especially the Jaw people, decide that we have to face these people, because if we don't face them with the language you understand, they will treat us like Kensarowiwa. That is the difference. We don't want to be hanged like Kensarowiwa and be poured acid after hanging. So let us resist and let us defend ourselves. So that is the situation. Without that, you will not even be here in the name of looking for fact finding. Before Kensarowiwa was hanged, nobody traveled from any part of the world to say we want to come and do fact finding, because everybody just felt, let us keep quiet, let them continue to hang us and pour us acid. Now the job people are saying, no, we will not allow that. We must face these people, and we are facing them. Now they say we are troublemakers.